Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. No, not the periodic table, not yet. Very shortly we should be resuming to it though. But tonight we're going to be talking about karma. And this never-ending cycle, right? Karma is a never-ending cycle. Someone has to stop it consciously in order for the energy to die out, in order for the portal that is connected to it to be eradicated in the spirit. And excuse me for any background noise or anything like that, any echoes. The overall premise of our spirits is to learn, right? And we evolve. As we learn, as we develop, we go through new levels to learn more, right? And at some point, those lessons will start to change our reality, right? Even if the reality that is being changed isn't transforming physically, your reality, your perception. I'm sorry. Of course, we have karma that is connected to the people that's connected to you, right? So you do something, and it can come back to people connected to you in different ways, right? That's more subtle. I'm mainly speaking of the karma that is directly correlated to what you do, blow for blow, pound for pound. I'm not even sure where I had paused it at. I'm sorry, but that's just where we're going to pick up right now. We have this misconception that if we do good, all these things, will happen to us. And it's true. However, if the people that you're connected to on a certain plateau has a certain vibration attached to them, you will be affected in some kind of way. Of course, your spiritual ranking, the circumstances of the situation, the intentions behind the actions, all are factors, right? But furthermore, your idea and your perception of the situation itself is what opens the portal, and it is what determines the longevity, the sting, the depth of the karma, right? The backlash or the end result, or just the overall feeling attached to it. Now, we have these things, right, that happen in our lives, and we take what we may from it. If you are spiritually inclined, hopefully you will evolve in a more higher vibration, right? And you would look to the Creator to explain to you what the overall purpose of that experience was, right? That is karma. However, and we know good and bad, right? These things are going to come back to you. But not only is the karma attached to people that you're attached to also your karma, you are responsible for creating the karma for your bloodline. Those that are coming after you, right? The things that we don't see, the things that have yet to come, we're shaping it. Not only with our vibration and the things that we're doing, not only with our mindset and the ways that we treat people, but the way we perceive the situation, the manner in which we cultivate whatever it is, that we're manifesting. The intentions behind something is very important, and we know that, right? But your karma is looking to be a lesson to everyone. And again, it's going to keep going until someone consciously decides that it needs to stop, that it needs to be brought to an end, right? We have this really weird belief that, again, if I do something good will happen. If I do something bad will happen. And, sometimes we look at like, oh, why do bad people, get away with things, and then good people, always get the shitty end of the stick, right? This is not only, sometimes is it karma, it's not only the debt, because remember we talked about, the debt that's owed to the universe, but it's also the misconception that I'm in the clear and I'm going to stay away from people. But no, you're responsible for raising the vibration. Okay, if you're the one who is the black sheep, who's spiritually sound, who's more in tune, who has the gifts, it's your responsibility to raise the vibration to stop whatever the energy is. Now, remind you, again, some of us are born with our karma, whether it's from some unfinished assignment from a past life of our own, whether it's some karma that is passed down through the lineage from our ancestors, or whether it's just simply something you need to learn for where you are going. It's all karma. You do something, the full effect of it, especially if you have been instructed not to do so, you get the full effect. Okay? And sometimes it can go on for 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, 12 years. Okay, these are the cycles. And if you have certain aspects in your birth chart, then whoa, you might feel it more than others. If you have been endowed with certain spiritual gifts, you don't get a pass. You get punished even more because what? You definitely knew better. Okay, you knew better. And your misconduct, right, is one of the main things that has allowed you to not only reap karma, but be responsible for creating new karma. And that's probably more of a pressure than actually just having to pay the piper, right? Because it's all falling on you. You're setting the new tone for the atmosphere, for the bloodline, for, what's next to come, what it is that you see. And again, there are many different forms of karma, but I'm speaking of the direct blow for blow. If you do this, you get paid back that same exact thing, but times 10. Like, that is what I'm talking about. It's really easy to say, okay, no problem if you haven't done anything. But if you're like me, human, right? Then you realize that this karma has to find a place because it's energy. Some people dodge karma and they do really good at it for a while. But I don't think they realize that it racks up. It's energy of everything that you've put out into the universe. Your behavior is energy. Your thinking is energy. The way you treat people is energy. The way you interact with people, the way you perceive situations, not giving people the benefit of the doubt is energy. Even if you're right, it's still energy. Everything you dispense. Now, you could very well be someone's karma. And if that is what the Creator created you for, then that's something totally different. Some people are, sent here to be hell. And we've talked about that. It's in their placements. It's in their bloodline. It's been in their behavior and their demeanor since childhood, right? Some people are meant here. And believe it or not, that karma that's being carried out is usually some revenge or justice between the two bloodlines. So like if somebody did something to you and then the creator, they didn't even have to do anything. Let's just say the creator has created you with the sole purpose of being a karma, right? Whether you are good, right? Or you're bad, meaning whether your conduct is good or your conduct is bad, right? Let's just say you're good and people treat you like shit, and then God, brings you out of the situation. They have bad karma because you were sent to be a blessing. Or let's just say you have bad conduct, right? Say somebody like DMX, or like, rest in peace to him, or like Mike Tyson, right? And let's just say whoever these people have defeated, that can very well be some sort of wrapping up of a cycle between those two bloodlines, between both of their ancestors. And this is how warfare plays out. Even sometimes you might see people have similar beefs or have situations with people, common people, and they're related and they didn't even know. They're like, oh, you had a fight with her? Or yeah, I don't like her. Me either. It's always something that's gone on behind the scenes and something that you're not familiar of, even if you are spiritually gifted. The Creator doesn't allow you to see everything, no matter how gifted you are. And see what it is that is related to your purpose in your journey. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't need to be endowed with gifts and visions and dreams and messages that have nothing to do with where God is taking you. Right? So if God has given you some kind of communication, if He has allowed the angels to communicate something to you, then it has something to do with where you're going, your soul's purpose, your soul's journey. And a lot of people don't even realize that this karma can be created in the upright, right? You can literally change the course of your life by just simply thinking positively. Because what? It's a vibration that you're putting out there. You can change the course of a situation by being the alchemist and simply changing the energy. Midway, praying on it, fasting about it, however you want to do that. But you don't have to subject yourself to vibrations that don't have anything to do with what God has created you for. Sometimes you don't even see what God is doing until you're out of the situation, and then you can appreciate it, and then you can identify the situation. It's not for you to get it while you're in it. If you get it while you're in it, you don't need to be there. You're delayed. You are set back. Or it's something that is needing to be closed off. If you get the lesson of a situation while you're in it, like in the midst of it, it's because you have been disobedient. You've already been told about this. It's confirmation for, like I said, what you've been already shown and told. Or you're simply just doing your own thing. Okay, and you have to learn how to listen more and be a little bit more patient and wait on God. And a lot of the times we put the cart before the horse. And, we talked about that, about alignment. It's not just the time or the thing. It's the place, it's the people, it's the reason. Like, why is all of this happening at this time, at this place, with these people, right? It's the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, and the how. It's not just the what. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I do love y'all. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all weekend. I hope y'all are drinking y'all water, eating y'all fruit and vegetables, and sipping on y'all tea because it's free. And I do definitely hope to see y'all at the Source of Knowledge on October 14th. It's a Saturday. All right.